Hi everyone, this is Nombi, creative director and founder of Nombi Stylist. We're a fashion styling and set building house based here in Zimbabwe. I'm really thrilled to be able to talk today about this idea of inclusion in the arts. It's something I've been super interested in for a while and actually played a huge part in how I stepped out as Nombi Stylist, how this brand has conducted itself and will continue to conduct itself. And it was really led by this idea that representation matters. It was important to me as a brand that people recognize themselves, felt themselves, they're a part of their culture, part of Zimbabwe, when they engage themselves with either a finished product or the process towards that finished product. And this idea that no one must be disqualified. Fashion must be for everybody, every body type, every stage of the body. And I had an incredible time shooting a maternity shoot and just pushing the boundaries and creating kind of a sexy, athletic, energetic perception of that stage of growing a baby inside of you, and just showing that queendom rather than just a celebration of a new life that's coming. So using that as an opportunity to kind of say fashion and this photo shoot and sexiness is for you at whatever stage. We've really tried to address this idea of one type of masculinity and just trying to demonstrate with different shoots, either male only shoots or couple shoots. I've done a nude shoot with a male model and just trying to give a voice to this different style and this different presentation of manhood. Men are vulnerable, they are kings, they are tender, they are honorable. And it's not just one narrative. Leading on to kind of a big issue in the world right now, it's always been important to Nombi Stylist, to me as a creative director, to make sure that I play my part in how the black man, male or black people are presented, how accurately, and how can I accurately sharpen how the story is being told. And so as you're doing all of that, inclusion in the arts, how we are being included in the arts has got to be the central focus and has got to be central to any time that I build a brief. And I think as a country, I'm super excited to be a creative in Zim at the moment. Like, everyone's pushing and everyone's just creating and pushing out incredible content, as they've been for many years. But I feel like we're at a time in the world when everyone's looking at Africa, they're looking at black people, they're looking at African people, and it's such an important opportunity right now for us to tell our story our way, and inclusively. We have a queer community in Zimbabwe. I'd love to explore better representing and putting across the story of the queer community. And even when I go down towards working on makeup briefs, making sure that models' skincare and routine is well thought out, kind of having this permission-based access to people's bodies. People must feel a part of what I come in and do with them. All in all, being inclusive is about accepting differences. So that means I have to approach every client individually. I have to have a non-judgmental approach. And most importantly, I need to understand that it's their vision that matters to be seen. And as a country, that's my encouragement, is if we just continue on the path that we're going on and continue telling our story aggressively, continue being authentic about our Zimbabweanness, and leading on, just as I wrap up, another element of my kind of mission statement as a brand is to do with kind of pushing beyond boundaries, pushing beyond borders. And initially when I worked upon that, it was more about figuratively, so kind of pushing the styling, pushing the set building elements creatively. But over the past few months, it's been about saying the world's attention is on us. Number one. Number two, Zimbabwe has so much potential. It's breathtaking. How do we showcase more what it is that we do? And I remember that when I started Non-Be Stylist, quality was so important, and I've never put much thought to it. But as a brand, we are obsessed with attention to detail. We practice, we research, and sometimes you wake up and you kind of feel like it's all in vain, but it's, engaging with what's happening out there. You get to see the standards that are being pushed. It pushes me within my means as a creative here in Zimbabwe to be as attentive as I can. We are pushing out artists, dancers, musicians who have to be styled and made up to a standard that must compete on an international scale. And over the past few months, it's brought me back to that kind of pushing boundaries and creating quality fashion and set building outcomes. And, I want Non-Be Stylist to press in and elevate how we step up to the table. The quality, how I review my projects. After every project, I go back and I review and I celebrate what I did well, what I could do better, what I must do more of. So it's just aggressively in this season, just going back and saying, how can I push the quality? How can I be so good that they cannot ignore me? So this last element is about inclusion in the global fashion market. How do we bring people in and help tell their stories? How do we as a country and as creatives individually push our story and our photographs and our fashion and our visuals? Thank you so much for listening, and I hope it's challenged you. It's challenging me every day. Bye-bye.